So we are here to tell you about how much we hate Twitter. We think it sucks.
I just don't understand it.
I get it.
I
It's
guess
just
that makes
like,
me an old person. Why is the crayon?
it does. The thing is, it makes me feel old because, you know, I like Facebook. It's something that I've had since senior year in high school.
Yeah.
So that's like 4 or 5 years now. And, you know, it's nice because I'm talking to people I actually really know and I can see their pictures and see what's going on with their lives, which,
Right.
you know, for people like who live across the world, it's nice.
Right, it's interesting. It's a way to connect, a way to
Twitter
stay in
makes
touch.
me feel like I'm a computer.
It also makes me feel like a stalker, and like I don't understand
almost,
why other the other thing
you know
is
what
that I
it's
just don't
like?
understand
You know
why other people think I care what they're doing all the time.
Also, it kind of reminds me, you know when computers have their like updates for like new things that you can add to them?
When they poke up at the bottom.
Exactly. That's kind of what Twitter is for us. It's
Ew,
like
that's
updates,
hor-
right?
yeah.
We are like machines on Twitter. So therefore,
But not only are we like
Ronya and I have decided that we need to re-embrace our ability to YouTube, hence
all
these
of these
series
we
of
are
videos.
embracing.
Yes, and we
YouTube.
decided we really needed to get back to interacting, which more than a video meant two people doing it because we like this. This is
It's a
very fun
conversation,
dynamic.
yeah.
Exactly, and then I feel like someone watching it gets more into it because then they can watch us being ridiculous. No big deal. Anyways, so right. So I guess the thing that I really don't like about Twitter is when I go onto a homepage, I see what people have written, but then you have to go someplace else to see what people have written on their pages. And then I feel kind of stalkerish because I don't know what's the people that they're connected to, and it confuses me. It makes me feel old.
I agree with her, and I also, okay, so I like the same week that we had to subscribe for this class, I got an email from a band that I like. I'm on their like fan listserv. And they're like, Dear Havana.
Okay.
By the way, Dear Havana's coming to Brandeis on Sunday for Bronze Team. Anyway, so 12 to 5, Fellows Garden right outside Shapiro. And tonight, Rose Ball Tours. Yeah. So 5 to 8. But the point is, so I subscribed to, so they sent me an email like, we're now on Twitter. Follow us. I was like, okay. I just
every
made a
website
Twitter.
has now almost.
Right. So I decided to follow them on Twitter. Literally, everything when I sign on to Twitter is, Dear Havana had rehearsal today. Dear Havana is taking a poop.
Dear Havana is drinking apple. Dear Havana is drinking apple juice.
Who cares?
Really, people, and you know what? You know what really more bothered me about Twitter than anything else is the video explaining Twitter on Twitter.
Oh, I did not watch that.
Oh, you should watch it. Mark, I think you would enjoy it because it's actually very interesting. What it does is, it's like, Twitter is for those moments between email, between updating your Facebook status, between this, between that. It's like,
I don't have any
those
time
are the
between
times
those
that
things.
you have for yourself.
That's the thing. That's why I also don't want a BlackBerry.
Exactly, because this whole concept of always being connected is interesting, but at the same time, I think it's taking the humanity out of life. And I know that sounds ridiculous, but
I agree.
For example, actually, it's really interesting because if you put it into the museum setting, I'm on the MoMA and on the Whitney feed for Twitter, which is actually really cool because they send really cool links. I actually like that. So from a business standpoint, I think it's cool. From a personal standpoint, not so much. So I think it's a really cool thing for businesses to have, for other businesses to know about, and for individuals who see it. I also think that the whole Twitter cell phone thing is really interesting. For example, I had an interview with Pedro Alonso, who's the curator of the Shepherd Fair exhibit at the ICA. I met with him this week for my thesis.
Your dad's really important.
And kind of. And so, and he said that I think the weekend of February 22nd, he has a cell phone thing that you can go along with for audio for the exhibit. And not only did my mom notice that and mention how cool it was when we were there this weekend, but he said on the April 22nd, they had the highest number of people logging into that cell phone thing, more than MoMA, more than the Met, more than the Smithsonian. At the ICA in Boston, which is interesting and kind of goes along with the whole concept of Twitter and always being connected.
I really want to go to that exhibit.
It's incredible.
I really need to
go. And Pedro's awesome. Are we good?
Pedro.
So we don't like Twitter.
No.
So
because okay, Facebook, fine. There's a point. YouTube, fine. There's a point. Email. Twitter is like updating your Facebook status over and over and over.
And it's so much easier to comment on someone else's status on Facebook. You can be like, look, I like this or not. And someone just walked in, so there might be background noise. Apologies. Okay. And we're going to go now because we have to get to class. Your class, actually. Okay, cool.
4 minutes.
Awesome. We can do it.
Great.
Totally. All right, let's go. Bye.
I forgot to take something out.